Hi guys, welcome to the channel and to the energy update for my friends Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces who are currently in a relationship. So guys, current energies for the connection: Five of Swords, Page of Swords, clarified by the Two of Swords. My friends, some of you will have to gather a lot of information about this connection because there is an important decision that you will have to make. Because we are looking at a scenario that can be challenged by a third-party situation, a betrayal. The Five of Swords is the problem that can truly harm this connection big time, and we can think about an affair as a deal breaker. We got the Intimacy Oracle card, so closeness, Attraction Oracle card, it follows along. Fifth chakra, we are going to talk about that, because the connection between you and your partner can be severely tested. So guys, some of you have been looking at your person in a Page of Swords way. You have basically started to pay attention to their actions, their behaviors, their words, more and more, because something was not adding up properly. We know that the Five of Swords is tricky energy, because for me it's one about ego, and then we can think about petty fights, arguments, discussions, meaningless altercations, but the patience of the people involved in a situation like the Five of Swords can run out. And so some of you may be called to embrace the role of the people that at some point can leave the man or the woman in green and red with the three swords behind. And this is going to be a Two of Swords moment, a decision. But spoiler alert, you got the Ace of Swords, so this is going to be your decision. What is the challenge that this connection is facing? The challenge is basically represented not only by the potential third-party situation, but by the conversation, King of Swords. Why? Because there can be a disappointment, Nine of Wands, and there can also be the opportunity to move in a different direction because the situation fell short big time, the Eight of Cups. There is also the Moon in the background in the Eight of Cups, so the unknown. Something that is not quite clear, something that maybe is not quite right as well, because we can think about lies. And also something that was kept secret. And something that can come out all of a sudden. You also got the Sun, which can be an energy about clarity. So it seems that you can be disappointed by the overall situation for obvious reasons, guys. And I am not going to try to sugarcoat the situation if you resonate with the scenario, because we are talking about a disappointing turn of the events. But your person can play the victim role, the Nine of Wands, and they can try to explain themselves following the King of Swords. The problem for your person, allow me to say, is going to be that even you guys are going to rise to the occasion, because you can call a spade, and so it means that you can hold your person accountable for their actions and, chances are, for their mistakes that have harmed the connection. And so the conversation that you are going to share is going to be almost a clash, you know, because you are going to try to prove a point and your person is going to do the same thing. That's why the Five of Swords, we also got it in the progression, can truly represent a difficult energy to handle if we think about a conversation, because there can be a ton of confusion and words can fly. Take a deep breath before you speak, count to 10 before you speak, because your person can try to work an angle even when it comes to the fact that you can be upset, and so maybe they can try to convince you guys that you are making it such a big deal when in reality it's not necessary to do so. Be mindful of that. What is your perspective about the connection? Sun energy, the Six of Pentacles clarified by the Ace of Swords. Guys, the connection was important for you. Maybe it is still important for you, the Sun, but you have to be careful now, because your person has started to focus their attention even on other scenarios, it seems. That's why the Six of Pentacles becomes a one-man up, one-man down dynamic. So some of you, unfortunately, have been taken advantage of by your person. And this can be extremely disappointing, especially if we think about those of you that have worked positively for the relationship in the past. Because maybe you thought that the opportunity was the one for you, the connection was the one for you. And the chance to find out that a partner has gone behind our back can be an extremely disappointing revelation. Truly an ugly truth, allow me to say. And that's why you are going to swing the ace. Truth and clarity. But the ace of swords that we got is going to allow you guys to fulfill the two of swords crossroads, a decision about your partner and about your connection. What is the perspective of your partner about the connection? Three of Cups, Eight of Wands clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. They are going to bring up a major apology. The Ace of Pentacles energy. Let's find a new agreement. Let me explain. I can explain everything. Oh, I am sure you can. The problem is that the Three of Cups paired up with the Five of Swords is not a positive combination of energies because it can truly describe an affair. Pursued out of ego, pursued because someone was trying to please their egotistical interests. The Eight of Wands can be another energy about Cupid's arrows of love. Your person can say that it was only a matter of words, the distraction, that the person can only be considered as a friend, you know, all that jazz. But unfortunately, if trust is broken, every explanation that can be offered can lose points, you know, because some of you can question the genuine intentions at the core of every word that can be said. So your person can even try to say, let's rekindle our connection because it is still important for me. They can try multiple times to offer you factors that can basically convince you guys to stay in the connection. And if you're not married, for example, they can bring forward the Ace of Pentacles as a major offer in order to allow your relationship to move forward. But as I usually say, when these energies show up in a reading, it can be an opportunistic behavior, guys, especially considering the double Five of Swords. Speaking of that, in the next future, we got the Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Hanged Man. This is a standby. So the one that is going to put the situation on a standby is the Queen of Pentacles. So some of you guys are going to manifest the Queen of Pentacles. Why? Because the Queen is a reasonable and agreeable human being. She is willing to cooperate with those around her. She is willing to find solutions. She is willing to nurture a connection the right way. But her good intentions cannot be taken for granted. And this is the deal breaker in a situation like this one. The good intentions of a person have been taken for granted by their partner that chose consciously to pursue a side connection. They basically sealed the fate of the situation. Now it's gonna be extremely difficult to save the relationship. Why? Because the Hanged Man is also an energy about different perspectives for me. There can be different points of view about the connection and about the real chance to heal the situation. This is also an energy about enlightenment, the Hanged Man. Enlightenment about what? Enlightenment about a betrayal, guys. Enlightenment about an egotistical way of experiencing a romantic connection. It's almost as if some of you are together with someone that constantly puts themselves on a pedestal. They can do everything. They feel entitled. They can get away with every wrong they make. This is not acceptable. This is a sign of immaturity even, which can be the case considering the Page of Swords if we flip the energy and if we associate it to your person. They can be mature. They can be easily distracted. And so, chances are, guys, the Queen of Pentacles is going to hit the road, manifesting the Eight of Cups energy and manifesting the role of the people that can leave behind, in this case, the man in green and violet. There can be a time factor, guys, but as a feeling, if you resonate with the scenario, it wouldn't be wise to drag the situation forward. Because as soon as you turn on the light, sun energy, about what your person has been doing, you are going to realize immediately, Ace of Swords, truth and clarity, that the connection is not able anymore to allow you guys to amplify your inner happiness. All of a sudden, it's like a dark room because of the moon. So shenanigans, lies, the unknown, even a fear factor, because some of you can fear what can happen moving forward if you decide to leave your person. What's the alternative, guys? It seems that trust can be compromised in a situation like this one. Your person can be smart, they can try to manipulate the situation, and so some of you will have to be mindful of that. But the enlightenment that can come from the Hanged Man is not going to be overlooked by those of you that can resonate. And then you are going to speak up, you are going to communicate clearly and truthfully in order to make the most important decision about your future, I would say. Because the chance to move in a different direction can set the tone for what comes next. Because this is going to be a soulful decision in itself. And if you decide to stay in a situation like this one, it can be a bold decision because you are basically dealing with someone that may even do once again the same thing that they have done in the recent past. And so we have to take that into consideration as well. Guys, I hope that I made myself clear and this was helpful somehow, some way. If you want to comment, like and subscribe, it will help our channel to grow, so thank you. And until next time, I wish you all the best, take very good care of you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.